Subscribe to our channel for the latest NBA news, trade rumors, and breaking updates. The Los Angeles Lakers have been busy this offseason. They brought in Walker Kessler, a move almost universally praised. They added Sandro Mamukelashvili, signed Kevon Looney and Zach Williams, and picked up Colin Castleton. But of all their offseason moves, one signing has generated the most confusion, debate, and divided opinion among the fanbase: Quentin Grimes. Many fans didn't understand it at the time. They didn't know the role the Lakers envisioned for him. Some were frustrated because they wanted a big, athletic, versatile 6'8" wing, and that is simply not what Grimes is. Even now, many fans remain confused about why the Lakers gave him that contract, what role he will fill, and who exactly he is replacing. Here's the thing. He's not replacing a big wing. So what is he replacing? That's exactly what needs to be unpacked. The Lakers signed Quentin Grimes to a 4-year, $60 million contract with a player option at the end. The player option is a legitimate concern not because of the money alone, but because the Lakers have handed out multiple contracts structured this way. When you stack several player options across your roster, it becomes very difficult to plan ahead or manage flexibility. That said, the deal itself is not a massive overpay. It's slightly high, given that Grimes had a somewhat down year, but the full picture tells a different story. In 2024-25, Grimes put up 13.4 points, 3,006 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. That assist number is actually very good for a shooting guard. He shot 45% from the field, which is solid, but the number that raised eyebrows was his 33.4% from beyond the arc. For a player being signed in part for his shooting, that feels like a red flag. Except, it isn't not when you look deeper. For his entire career, Grimes is a 37% three-point shooter. More importantly, he is a 44.5% career corner three-point shooter, an elite number by any standard. And even this past season, despite the overall dip, he still shot 42% on corner threes. That is not a slump number. That is a reliable, high-value offensive weapon. With Luka Dončić departing, the Lakers need dependable catch-and-shoot production, especially from the corner and wing, and there were very few better options available on the open market. The most compelling evidence for this signing, however, comes from Dallas. In the 2024-25 season, before both he and Luka Dončić were traded, Grimes played roughly a half season alongside Luka and produced at a genuinely impressive level 10. 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, while shooting 46.3% from the field and nearly 40% from 3 on 4.3 attempts per game in just 22.8 minutes per game. That is highly efficient, fairly high volume production in limited time. Playing off a dominant playmaker unlocks everything Grimes does well offensively. Now he gets to do it alongside Luka Dončić again, this time for a full season. Now let's put the money in perspective. Quentin Grimes will be the 139th highest paid player in the entire NBA next season. 139th? Consider some of the names earning more than him. Grant Williams, Josh Green, Karis LeVert, players that Grimes is arguably better than. Kevin Huerter is making roughly $9 million per year compared to Grimes' $14 million, and Huerter offers considerably less versatility. Yes, the contract is slightly high on paper, but within the context of this market, it holds up. The real reason the Lakers targeted Grimes so specifically comes down to 2 defensive roles. First, he partially fills the catch-and-shoot, corner spacing void left by Luka Dončić. But second, and more importantly, he is there to partially replace the point-of-attack defense that Marcus Smart provided. That second role is where Grimes truly separates himself. According to Index.com, of the entire free agent class, only 2 players received an A+ grade in ball screen navigation, #1 Quentin Grimes and #2 Josh Okogie. Between the two, Okogie is a 33% career three-point shooter, making him far less viable offensively. Grimes wins on both ends. Ball screen navigation is one of the hardest skills to find in today's NBA, especially from a bigger guard who can also contribute offensively. It requires elite lateral quickness, discipline, IQ, and consistency, and Grimes does it at an A+ level. This matters enormously for the Lakers specifically. Luka Dončić and Austin Reaves are not elite point-of-attack defenders or reliable screen chasers at the guard level. The team needed someone who could do that job for 20 to 25 minutes per game without being a liability on offense. Grimes fits that description exactly. He has even shown the ability to guard wings, including a notable playoff defensive stop on Jaylen Brown. On offense, Grimes slots in as a 4th or 5th option, projecting comfortably for 12 to 15 points per game playing off Luka. Zach Williams provides some wing defense, and targets like Jonathan Kuminga and Matisse Thybulle could address the bigger wing defender need. But none of those players can do what Grimes does defensively at the guard level: navigate screens, track guards, and hold their ground on the ball. That specific gap is his alone to fill. Of the entire free agent class, only 2 players earned that A+ ball screen navigation grade, and the Lakers got the better one. From a pure fit standpoint, Quentin Grimes is a more valuable addition than most fans currently realize.